Okay, so now we have our gets. Uh, let's have some users. So let's create a const users, which is an empty array for now, and we are going to have a app post user, which takes a request and a response. And what we're going to do now is like post a a user to this endpoint, and we are going to uh, uh, store it in this array. So to do get JSON from request and push into into user array. So first of all, we need a package called uh, body-parser. So so this takes the body of that request, and yeah, and just parses it. So we're going to run npm e body parser, and we're also going to save it as a dependency. And in our app now, we're going to make a const, which is body parser. We're going to require the body parser and to follow this documentation here. You are using the URL, so app use app user will add a endpoint or a middleware on uh, on get and post and all the other HTTP uh, verbs. So that's it's get, post, uh, delete, and update. And I can show you actually if I use this and do not uh, uh, um, say an endpoint, it will use it on every request handled by this app, and this is the same as saying star here. So we will do this, and we will also make it a little simpler to see what kind of requests we are getting. So we're going to request and then a method, and then we're going to console log also the method the request path. Okay, and we're going to set up the body parser now. So app use body parser. What did the documentation say? It says URL encoded extended false. So let's just copy that and also use body parser. Was it just JSON? Yeah, just JSON. So now it will parse JSON. So if we now do in our post, let's say const new user equals request body and user, we should actually do some ifs, but yeah. And we do users push new user. Whoa, new user. And we're also going to say response status 200, which means okay, and then end it. So here we can now send this users array when we are getting the user, or we can just say users, and we can just edit this to actually say to send the users. We can do I think we can do JSON stringify and the users, and we're going to place a nothing and have spaces, so 2 spaces, and then we can actually start our app, I hope, and we can open our localhost 3000, and now I can see that we are getting these requests. And if we open up our terminal or our console here, you can see that the localhost returns this, and that we don't have any have icon. But if you go to users now, we will get an empty array. And we did not get the error of the fav icon. Yeah, okay, we get the. But if we open Postman, so here you can see that we have gotten this. If we open Postman and say um, post http localhost 3000 user, and we say that in our body it's going to be raw, and we're going to say it's JSON, and then we're going to say user, and we're adding a name. Let's call it Jesper because that's my name, and an ID, which is 1. We do not have that trailing comma. And if we send this now, you can see that it got a post. So that's this. And since we are pushing this into this array, we can then get the users in here. So let's update, and we'll see that that's the values, and we can then send in some other users. Let's just have some users in our array, and now we have Jesper, we have Per, we have Paul, and we have Espen. And that's a basic post endpoint, which adds users. And, and, and next up, we will have update in the next video. So yeah.